Yeah, I think, Caleb was a game time decision, from his part of it. And couldn't go. And I think it was, played a big part. Armani Chapman stepped up and did a nice job. The quarterback, they hit us on a couple plays. A couple plays were bust, which was, disappointing because we didn't play. And we played hard. We didn't play as sharp as we have the last few weeks. But again, I want to give Virginia, congratulate them. They played extremely hard and have had a heck of a year. And really proud of our guys. We put ourselves in position to be here and had a chance to win. You were splitting hairs today, with these two football teams and the way they competed. And I'm disappointed for our guys because I know they feel like they played hard, but not as well as we have. But it's a good football game, and the quarterback made some plays in the second half. The first half he popped us and we blitzed and we were in both situations. And in the second one, we busted. We had some guys that should have crossed some faces. We didn't. That would have made it bounce to a free hitter on one of their big plays in the second half. We brought pressure. We didn't. We should have had a deep safety and a deep corner and a three deep concept, and we didn't. And and that's where you maybe might miss a Farley, who's had a lot of reps. He would have been in that corner at that spot. And but again, I just proud of our guys for how we fought and how we've come back this year and where we are. We get a chance to go live again. I would like to play one more than what we're going to, but it was a hard-fought game on both sides, and unfortunately this time we came up on the short end of the stick.
Questions for Buzz?
When they hit you for the big rub, did you make adjustments or did it just?
Yeah, we did. I pressured a couple of them when they hit us. Then we came back and just kind of played base defense just to keep him in front and inside. And they were running to what we call our 50 side, and we kind of moved our front to that and really and we were able to get some pressure out of that from a passing game. When Deshaun Crawford was able to get his pressure and make a couple plays, it was off that kind of line movement that we did. Then he wasn't throwing the ball very well at all. I mean, in the first half, our job was to keep him in the pocket, and we did. In the second half, he made a couple nice throws. One, like I said, the one on the sideline, which they reviewed for a long time. Between us, they make that catch and we don't make ours. And that's sometimes that can be the difference in the football game, right there. And quarterback got a little self-confidence, I think, in the second half, but that's all part of it. And like I said, I just disappointed for our guys because it was a hard-fought game on both sides and a great football game. I'm sure from a fan's perspective, from a coach's standpoint, it wasn't that much fun at the end right now. If we were on that other side, it'd be a lot of fun. But luckily we've been on that positive side a lot more than we haven't. And our kids will remember this one, though, I think. And that's the. I talked to him about a rivalry. Rivalries when two teams win, and now this team won, and so it's going to be neat to get this thing kicked back up again when it's all said and done.
Kind of building on that answer, maybe despite today's result, how would you assess this rivalry in the years that you were part of it?
Well, tremendous. I mean, it's a good, clean rivalry. You've seen some rivalries that are not very kind, not very nice, very disrespectful. And I think that's the one thing in this rivalry in all sports. Obviously, we like to compete against this program, and we want to beat this program. But it's been a great rivalry. I was here 33 years ago. We lost that one, unfortunately, and we lost this last one. But I have a lot of respect for this program and the people here, from the guys that I've had an opportunity to coach against, from George Welsh to Al Groh to Mike London and now Bronco, and I've and the guys that I've gotten to know over the years. But it's been a great ride. The games over the years have been extremely, extremely close. There's been a couple here or there that were lopsided. But whether you have 2 8-3 teams or 9-2 teams, and 1 9-2 and 1 2-9, you're going to get everybody's best shot, and that's a credit to the competitors that step on that field with these two programs.
You said the kids will remember this. How do you make sure they do kind of positively?
Well, we can use Virginia as a perfect example from a year ago. I mean, we had a big-time win in overtime, very similar to this thing tonight. It could have changed very easily this afternoon. I thought after we held them to that field goal off the turnover that maybe we could go down and score, and then all of a sudden it's a repeat from a year ago. And but I think, you look at Virginia, they had a devastating loss. They went back and won the bowl game against an SEC team and really had some momentum going into the season. And I really think we can do the same thing. We can look at ourselves and realize we made tremendous strides this year. You have playmakers at certain spots. We had guys step up this year when players were hurt and needed to step in. So we did it by committee this year, which really says something about the group of young men that we have. And we get an opportunity to go play another bowl game, another game. It'll be a good bowl, I'm sure. I mean, there's not a bad one, but I'm sure we're going to be invited to a good one because we've got a good football team and a great program. And, and we can build off of this. And, we've got to make sure that, you win 15 straight or you win 19 out of the last 20, that it just doesn't happen. You got to go make it happen. And I think that's the one thing that our guys will remember, that you just can't assume. You got to go get it done. I don't think they did today, but we knew we were going to get Virginia's best shot, and we just need to go play our best football game as well. And I don't think we played as sharp as we've had the last couple, on both sides of the ball. And we got another opportunity.
Anybody else for Bud?
They were calling pass interference pretty tight. I mean, did that affect you guys in the field at all? I mean, with Chet?
Not really. I mean, if they called it both ways, as long as they're doing that, I'm fine with that. You know what I mean? And they did it early, and then later on in the game, they let them play a little bit. But as long as they're calling it both ways, and they're gonna, then they're gonna treat it fair, then I'm fine with that.